Hello, everybody. DarkPhoenix Gaming here, and welcome everybody to my brand new playthrough of Hearts of Iron 4. Now, as you will have probably been noticing if you've been on my channel anything resembling recently, my Let's Play of Hearts of Iron 4 Reich as the Union of Britain has ended. It was a little sooner than we thought. Mostly just, I decided to end it on a high note because we'd reached the point where, while the war was continuing on, I would have effectively just been a spectator in it. And I consider that kind of thing to be kind of boring, really. So I figured my occupation of Ireland was a good place to end it. And I just sort of got a little creative with the epilogue in terms of how things would play out going forward, and I hope it turns out okay, that epilogue. I've never really done anything like that before, so I'm not really sure how it'll go. But after that, I did what I usually do when it comes to choosing a new Let's Play when I'm stuck between a couple of options. I left it to random.org. It was between a bunch of Kaiserreich and Hearts of Iron nations in general, and Stellaris. And Hearts of Iron 4 as Germany won out. So that's who we're going to be playing as. This is going to be Hearts of Iron 4 as the German Reich in a historical campaign. So, let's load up. And of course we have Adolf Hitler as our leader. We are a fascist totalitarian regime with bitter loser ideological drift defense and can make factions. General staff for more organization, planning speed, and MIFO bills. Some rearmament funding thing, whatever. Anywho, the new Germany has risen. 3 years have passed since the Weimar Republic was dismantled and replaced by Hitler's Third Reich. Economic stability has returned after the trying years of the Great Depression, and mass unemployment has been dealt with. The military restrictions imposed on Germany by the Versailles Treaty are long forgotten, and the Wehrmacht grows stronger by the day. Another Weltkrieg is on the horizon. Yeah, you guys should probably expect that. I'm not very good at pronouncing German words, so a lot of them I'm going to be completely off with. We are going to be playing this with historical AI focuses on, because I would like things to be somewhat historical. We can have the crazy out there, completely anti-historical BS nonsense. We can have that in another campaign a little later down the line, I think. So we're gonna have the focuses, but I'm not gonna do Iron Man for a couple of reasons. Number one, I have a couple of mods that get rid of the ability to get achievements. Not that I really care about achievements. Number two, though, is just the fact that, just by nature of this being a Let's Play, there's always a chance that something will go wrong with my recordings. And that it's not going to go as I planned, so I'll need to re-record it. Iron Man removes my ability to do that, which is why I will never play on Iron Man mode in any playthrough I do in any game on YouTube. So, we're going to be playing as the German Reich, and I should probably get into explaining exactly what kind of playthrough this is going to be. As I said, it's mostly going to be historical. Well, when I say historical, it's going to be as historical as any Paradox Grand Strategy game can be, which is not very. But I am going to be doing the historical thing as Germany of basically conquer everyone who's not me. And trying to win the Second World War, obviously. But although I played Hearts of Iron a few times, it's been basically ages since I actually did a playthrough as Germany. That wasn't as the... let's see, what was the name again? Oh yeah, the last time I actually played as Germany, as it happens, was before the release of Death or Dishonor, so it's been a while. And my last playthrough as Germany, full stop, was with the German Empire with all Civil War tree and everything. So, yes, I have played as Germany recently, but it wasn't as the German Reich, so I may have a little bit of adjusting to do with new mechanics and everything. Also, we're probably not going to have a lot of friends, as you can probably imagine, just from the fact that we're Germany. So, you should probably expect a lot of warring and stuff. And another thing to keep in mind, I have literally never managed a successful invasion of the United Kingdom as the German Reich, so I might not even manage to win the war. It's entirely possible that I'll just screw that up. So that is something to keep in mind. In any case, the only other things I want to say is this is obviously not a blind playthrough, but still feel free to give me tips and advice. I can always do with them. And this is going to be, unlike my Union of Britain playthrough, a very heavy land focus on armies and everything, rather than the fleets and navy and everything. I mean, we're going to have fleets and stuff, but it's going to be, the vast majority of it will be submarines for convoy raiding and everything. So that is going to be something else to keep in mind. We'll be playing this on regular difficulty, just because, well, I'm not terrible at Hearts of Iron. I'm not an expert at it either. So I just tend to stick on regular, for the most part. So, with that said, let's get started. And actually load into the game for once. Shockingly, it only took me 7 minutes to introduce this. Amazing, isn't it? It really is. Okay. Now, as you can see from the pop-up, I am playing with a handful of mods. I have the Colored Puppets mod, the Colored Buttons mod, and the Strategic View Expanded mod. It's just basically some quality of life stuff that improves the gameplay for me. Colored Puppets, it does what it says. It makes the puppets, it can make it so that puppets are the same color as their overlord, so you can see what extent their territory goes to if you include puppets more easily. The Colored Buttons, I just find it makes things a little easier in that. And Strategic View Expanded, it tweaks some of the strategic stuff in the game, so it's easier to see certain details. It's basically the best way to describe it. So, the first thing I'm going to do, now that we're in here, is save the game. That's going to be my saving its style for this whole thing. We have a handful of places all over planes and stuff. I'm going to start moving a handful of people just to get things more set up. Moment, we're going to relocate all our planes to over here so they have better access to Poland. We'll put some more on the border, except for these 72, which I'm gonna move down to here, just to border the Benelux region. Now, though, it's time to set up ourselves an army to go on the Polish border and start getting us some people in charge. Runstead, you can have that particular army group. And Rommel, congratulations. You've been promoted. So we're going to start making plans for our invasion of Poland. Of course, this won't actually be happening until like 1939, just because I want to have a good deal more than 17 divisions first. But I'm going to start planning for it now. As you can see, there's some differences with the text, what have you, that you can already tell. It makes it a lot easier to see where your divisions are going to advance to and everything when you're like this. Now, we got another 13 divisions over here. I'm going to set them up and give this 13 to this new army. Or this new army, rather. We'll assign Gunther von Klug to that one. And again, I am not a native German speaker, so I will probably butcher quite a few of these army names. You can have that. This particular group. For the time being, I'm going to have them garrison a few places up here. That's just temporary. I plan to stick them along the Belgian border as soon as we get the whole situation with the Rhineland resolved. But that's where they can go for now. Okay, that right there was for screenshot purposes. I wanted to have an image that I could use for making my thumbnails, which is why I was doing that. But I think this will do us for the introduction to this series. We'll get into things properly and set up our research and production and everything and deal with those resource problems next time. But for now, it's been DarkPhoenix Gaming. Thank you very much for watching Hearts of Iron 4 with the German Reich. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing so far. If you are, please come back for part 2 when we'll actually be kicking off this series. I'll be uploading these every week on Tuesdays and Fridays. If you like what you've seen here, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to see more like this. It really does help me out. Thanks so much for watching, and welcome to the new series. See you next time, guys. So long for now.